If Barcelona is on your travel bucket list this year, listen up, because in this video, I'm going to cover why you might not get the welcome you're expecting. So right now, there are protests happening across Spain, and Barcelona has become the center of attention in particular. People are just fed up with overtourism, and they're not hiding it anymore. We're talking about from spraying water pistols at tourists to demonstrations filling the streets. The locals are drawing a line. But before you cancel a trip, let me explain what's really happening and how this affects you, whether you're visiting for a few days or just considering moving to Spain like I did. All right, but first, so let's tackle Barcelona's love-hate relationship with tourism. I just came back from a real estate conference in Barcelona, so I saw some of this firsthand. Now, let's be honest, Barcelona is one of the most beautiful cities in Europe. You've got world-class architecture, Mediterranean beaches, incredible food, but along with all that beauty came a massive surge in tourism. In 2024, nearly 26 million tourists came here, right? To a city of only 1.6 million people. Think about that. Imagine your city doubling, tripling in population overnight, over and over again. It's like the whole country of Australia showing up every year, squeezing into the same beaches, streets, and neighborhoods. Now, tourism is big business. Barcelona's economy relies on it. But the question is, how much is too much? At first, people were excited about the jobs, the money flowing in. But now, many feel like the city is being sold off piece by piece to tourists. And locals are being priced out. Neighborhoods that once were like tight-knit communities now feel like giant Airbnb zones. Which leads to the big elephant in the room. Why are protests escalating now? Well, recently, protests have taken a creative and some would say confrontational turn. In Barcelona, demonstrators have started using water pistols, spraying at tourists during rallies to make a statement. It's symbolic for sure, but it shows how frustrated people really are right now. The signs say things like, tourists go home, stop mass tourism, and we want homes, not hotels. The anger isn't about tourists as individuals. It's about a system that's making the city completely unaffordable and unlivable for the people who call it home. So here's what's fueling that frustration. One, housing crisis. Rent prices have soared, largely driven by short-term rentals for tourists. Entire buildings have turned into Airbnbs, and locals can't find affordable places to live. Overcrowded infrastructure. The city's narrow streets, public transportation, even parks are overwhelmed during peak tourist seasons. Environmental strain. Beaches, historical sites, even drinking water are under pressure from just the sheer number of visitors. And quality of life impact. Imagine trying to take your kids to school, get groceries, or just enjoy your neighborhood only to fight through crowds every single day. One protester put it like this way. We want responsible tourism, not mass tourism. We're not against visitors. We're against losing our homes and our city. And you know what? This isn't just about Barcelona. Across Southern Europe, this story is repeating itself. In places like Mallorca, residents are protesting for similar reasons. Venice has implemented entrance fees to control tourist numbers, and Lisbon is cracking down on short-term rentals. People are realizing you can't sacrifice livability for visitor dollars forever. There's a tipping point, and in many cities, they've hit it. Now, I experienced this personally. Our first place in Spain was in a small town in Costa Tropical. For me, it was heaven. Slow pace, great food, affordable. I felt an incredible connection to nature, especially sea. However, when the summer hit, forget about it. There was no place to park. We couldn't get a spot in any of the restaurants we went to weekly. The beaches were overcrowded. And the locals were especially upset about the RVs that planted themselves for weeks in front of the beach access areas and used the public showers and restrooms as their own personal open air hotel amenities. And frankly, at the end of our first year, we moved to Madrid partly, not just partly, because we realized we wouldn't be able to experience the best of the town during the best part of the season. But let's get back to Barcelona. So what does this mean for you if you still want to visit or maybe even, thinking about moving abroad like my family did? It's not about avoiding Spain altogether. It's about being intentional and respectful, right? So one, stay in legal licensed accommodations. Avoid supporting illegal rentals that push locals out. Two, explore beyond the hotspots. Barcelona has incredible neighborhoods beyond the Gothic Quarter or Barceloneta Beach. Go see them. Support local businesses. Skip the tourist traps. Eat where the locals eat. Shop in family-run stores. And be mindful of noise, waste, and crowding. Simple respect goes a long way. Here's another one. Travel off-peak if you can. Spring or fall offers a great experience with fewer crowds. And if you're moving here, integrate, don't isolate. Learn the language, respect local customs, and contribute to the community. I always say, being an expat or a tourist doesn't mean acting like you own the place. It means appreciating the opportunity to experience it without leaving a negative footprint. Make sense? Awesome. So the reality is I love Spain. I love Barcelona other than their football team. A la Madrid. But I also respect the people who were here long before me and will be here long after the tourists leave. The city and so many like it are at a crossroads. Can tourism and local life coexist? Or will one push the other out? If you want to experience the real Spain, the culture, the food, the incredible people, you have to do it the right way. Travel responsibly, and if you're thinking of moving abroad, take the time to understand these dynamics. So I want to hear from you. Have you ever traveled somewhere and felt like tourists were overwhelming the place? Or have you seen the benefits tourism can bring? Let me know in the comments below. And if you want more honest takes on expat life, moving abroad, and the realities of life in Spain, hit that subscribe button. This is Expat Living, helping you get you from where you are to where you want to be. See you on the next video.